Hey guys, Luis Moreno here with Think Medicare, Think ACA. We've got Shauna from the Facebook, the Ultimate Facebook Ad Course. Hey, welcome, Shauna.
Hi, Luis. How are you?
Hey, we are doing good. It's a beautiful Friday today, and we're going to talk about leads. We are right around the corner from the two biggest selling seasons in the insurance market: the Medicare annual enrollment season and the ACA open enrollment season. And here's what I'm getting from agents. I'm getting tons of questions from agents. Luis, I want to grow. And ultimately, the only way to grow your book of business is you have to have a consistent lead source. So I'm going to talk to you guys about leads, and then we're going to see how Shauna can solve this problem with leads. All right, so here we go. Here's the ultimate problem with leads. So the first question I get asked, Luis, where can I go get leads? And number one, I'm going to talk to you about the free way to get them, but it takes a lot of elbow grease. It takes a lot of work, and it's like farming. You got to go plant a seed. Well, first you have to go get your land ready and do whatever you do to farm. And then you got to go get the seed and plant it. And then you got to water the seed. And then you just got to sit there and wait and keep watering it and wait. And eventually you'll get whatever you planted. That's called grassroots marketing. So you got to go do that, guys. Go partner up with your P&C guys, your medical professionals, your financial pros, your tax pros. These are individuals that have their own client base, but they want to send them to you so that you can take care of the need that they have that they can't. A financial pro might not be able to handle their Medicare for their clients. A P&C guy is selling auto and home and commercial, but they don't want to deal with health insurance. Maybe you get a partnership. So think about those grassroots marketing type of activities that you can do. And here's the other one. You can walk and talk. Get out there and park at a strip center and start on one end and work your way down that strip center and start talking to all those businesses. The majority of them are small business, under 50 employees, and they don't have insurance for their employees. It's too expensive. Offer the owner of that business a solution to insure their employees without any cost to them. So grassroots, kind of went through it real quickly there. It is the farming type of leads. Now we're going to get into the hunting side of the stuff, the fast, the stuff that costs money. Okay, but it's fast and you can get a lot of leads. And that is social media. Here's a problem with leads right now. You may be telling yourself, I don't want to get my leads. I don't want to buy them. I don't want to create them. I just want to buy them. And Shauna, me and you talked about this earlier. There's some problems with buying leads out there. Okay. Number one is I've done it. I've been in your shoes, agents, and I go buy leads. And I'm going to tell you problem number one. And you're going to be if you think that they are only selling it to you, you are very, very naive. Okay. Trust me, they are not selling it to you. They're in the business of making money and selling these leads to as many agents as possible. Okay, guys. So don't be thinking you're the only one. So now you're going to compete with a bunch of other agents for that piece of business. And then here is the even bigger problem. First of all, you have no idea what ads these lead vendors are using. It could be clickbait crap. It could be incentivizing crap. It could be stuff that's non-compliant. You have no idea. Okay. So they get these leads, they get the data, and then they sell it to multiple agents. You have no control over the lead source. That's not a good thing, guys. And then you're completely dependent on that company to keep sending you stuff. And those leads aren't cheap also. All right, there is a problem. And then here's the consequence of that problem. We have an agent right now that is getting sued because he got a live transfer from a call that was made from a company to somebody who was on the do not disturb list or the do not call list, the federal list. And now they're in trouble and facing high dollar fines for contacting that. And all he did was he was following up on the lead. It was transferred to him, but he didn't vet the lead company. So you agents, us agents, have to be super careful where leads come from. So that leads us as to why we have Shauna on today's video. She's going to talk about you creating your own leads on social media and taking control rather than being dependent on something else. So Shauna, I'm going to turn it over to you. Let's talk about social media leads.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. I first came into working closely with insurance agents through meeting you in 2022. And just in my short time period of being a part of your world, I have seen so many different changes in regulations, of seeing different shady practices, of seeing all of these different things that have kind of evolved into your world that kind of makes everything point to one. It is extremely important if you want to take full control of your business to truly be able to be fully in control of your lead generation source. And if you did decide, hey, at some point, I do want to hire someone that's going to actually be managing my social media ads. Most agents who work with me and move through the course don't need to do that because it's only about 15 minutes every other week to manage your ads. But if you do want to hire someone, you're able to find someone that's more cost effective and you get to actually know exactly what's going on. One of the biggest eye openers I saw when I first came into your world was I had a Medicare agent reach out to me for an ad audit after hearing that I did one for you. And he outright told me he was getting leads for like $2.15. And I was very intimidated by it because I was like, listen, I don't think I can reduce your cost per lead more than that. That's ridiculous for a Medicare lead. And whenever we performed the ad audit, I saw that the other company had set things up where it was literally a bait and switch ad. It was see if you qualify for a $3,000 a month Social Security check. There wasn't even a mention of Medicare insurance. So this guy's problem wasn't that he was getting cheap leads that were 64 plus. His problem was that none of them wanted to talk to him about Medicare insurance. They wanted to know, can I get a check? And he wasn't able to go in and actually look at how things were set up, read the metrics, and see what the ad actually was. It was attracting leads. So what you were saying, Luis, is so extremely true that it's even if you find a lead company that is exclusively giving you the lead that you feel like you can trust, which it sounds like there's not many out there. But if you do find that, you still need to know how they're actually bringing in the leads and what the actual ad copy is that is attracting that potential prospect.
Now, Shauna, one question, because I had to learn this. You use a very technical term called ad copy. What is ad copy?
Yes, absolutely. So there are a couple different parts to a Facebook ad. So in the middle of obviously the image or the video, the actual text that is in the actual ad is called the ad copy. And then the call to action at the very bottom that asks them to click the button, that is your headline. So the ad copy, what the actual ad message was all about getting that free 3,000, potentially qualifying for a $3,000 a month check. And those were unfortunately the leads that he was attracting. That's why no one would talk to him. So he wanted to pay more for his leads and actually get ones that were interested in speaking to him about insurance.
Yeah, and that's where, guys, I hear agents, these ads they're horrible. Social media doesn't work. Well, a lot of it is going to be based on what your ad is. If you're running clickbait ads, well, then they want the bait. They don't want to talk to you about anything else. They want the bait. Okay, so I'm totally against. Sean's totally against clickbait ads. You want to create good ads that target people that want your product, and that's what you're going to talk to them about. Okay, I run ACA ads. I want to talk to them about ACA, not about a free $500 gift card, not about this or that or a vacation. Those are all gimmicky type of stuff that a lot of organizations are in a lot of trouble right now for running. And we stayed completely clear of that. God, it feels good. I don't know if you know this, Shauna, but there's a huge suit and a lot of organizations that were running those $500 gift card giveaways, or they are in hot water. A lot of suspensions of agents and organizations from ability to sell, which is great. Screw them.
It is great. What I don't like and that bothers me is how many independent agents I've met that are genuinely good people and they're just looking for a solution, and then they work with the wrong marketer that sets up the back end of their account incorrectly. I've seen all sorts of things since working with agents. One of the other things that I've seen is I have seen a marketing company set it up where they're using your business page, and this is compliant in Facebook world. It's a partnership. They're using your Facebook page, but then they're using their ad account. So that way they have control of the data. They're building up their ad account. Their ad account is doing all of the machine learning of who's going to be attracted to this account's ads. And then if you part ways, you lose everything. You're basically starting from scratch. You still have your business page, but you don't have access to any of your ads or your assets that were ran. And the reality is insurance lead generation ads are not that overwhelmingly complicated. They're not. There's a lot of marketers that love to use big words and try to tell you that you're smart enough to run this very complicated business and stay licensed and understand all of the plan changes and deal with individuals. You're smart enough for that, but you're not smart enough to understand how to actually attract the right leads or how to actually manage your own ads that are out there. And that's just absolutely not true at all. So I like to give agents that are interested in learning how to take full control of their ads that opportunity to step in and truly become their own lead generation expert. And that's what's taught in the course Insurance Click to Close, that combines me teaching how to, from going from very beginner to becoming very advanced, set up, run, and manage your own ads, implement different T65 strategies, different ACA approaches, different structures, and then pair it with the CRM that Luis walks you through exactly how you can automatically follow up with your leads. So once they convert into your system, you've got an automatic follow-up until you can actually get on the phone and give them a call.
And guys, and so that's what I told Shauna when she put this course together. I was like, look, I'm like the majority of agents. My attention span is about this big. You put a 2-hour video for me, and unless it's a movie, I can't do it. Okay, so Shauna created this course with digestible chunks. You're going to accomplish this mission, then you go to this one, you go to this one, let's go to this one. So when you get into the course, guys, you're going to be able to knock out step number 1. Then once you go step number 1 is complete, you can go to step 2, as opposed to one long 2-hour video. So she has completely broken it down. So we're going to start off with the basics here. Shauna, the first part of your course is probably a question and a concern that agents relate to me. And they're like, Luis, I barely have a Facebook account. Some may not even have a Facebook account. What does your course address in that scenario when somebody is maybe not that far behind or just doesn't know Facebook? Are they still going to be able to benefit from this?
I have worked with agents that have spent, I now have one testimonial from an agent that had spent over $1 million before purchasing my course on running ads. And it completely helped him reduce his cost per lead and helped with some acquisitions that he was going through. That's my newest favorite testimonial because it means a lot to me. But who I really try to cater to are the agents that really aren't sure at all how to utilize Facebook. And it sounds like a mystery and they're not sure. I'm able to demystify the entire process and break it down for you, where not only are you doing what you need to do, but you understand why you're taking certain actionable steps. And I do keep the course up to date. This July, I just did a complete refresh of it. And one of the things that I decided to add is you get access to a separate mini course called Lead Generation Launchpad. And this is for the people that aren't even sure, like, how does Instagram work? How do I make an Instagram business page? How do I connect it to my Facebook business page? How do I even post? How do I scroll through? How do I navigate between the assets? And it literally takes you from not even being quite sure how to utilize your personal Facebook page to being able to move into learning how to actually manage your own ads confidently. So yes, I have that covered. I absolutely love breaking down complex strategies into actionable steps. And I'm a very visual person. So you've got videos, I've got guides, I've got checklists. One of the new things that I added was actual checklists you can get your own copy of and check off as you move through, different graphs, all of those different things, because I feel like it makes a difference when you're watching something, but also able to download a tangible step-by-step guide and follow along with it.
Cool. So guys, you're like me, and you can see a little light and your attention goes like a little squirrel, whatever, you get all over. This is pretty good because you can go knock it out in little chunks. All right. Taking control of your leads, guys. You're going to be able to make your own ads for whatever line of business. You know, we go after ACA, but you can go after Medicare. You can go after auto, home, commercial, life insurance, mortgage protection, final expense, dental and vision. It's not tied to one line of business, guys. She teaches you how to do it, and then you decide what kind of ads you want to run. So second question that pops up from agents, what am I going to spend on ads? Is this going to cost me anything? What's normal for ad spend on Facebook for ads?
So I love that you get to be in complete control of your ad spend. And I recommend that new accounts spend between $10 and $50 a day. Now, you can always scale that budget up. You can scale it down. There's different strategic approaches based on what your budget is. I have a guide that tells you exactly how many images and how many ads you should have, because we always give Facebook multiple different ads. You never run with just one ad. That's a really big mistake a lot of new advertisers make. We give Facebook multiple different ads. So anywhere between $10 and $50 a day, and then you're always able to scale that up or scale it down depending on the time of year, what you're looking for, and that type of thing.
Now, I like ROI, guys. That's a return on your investment, or the return on the ad spend. So think about these numbers. If you spend, if it costs you approximately, it's not really a per lead cost, right? But they give you like a number that's gonna, on the metrics that say, maybe you're spending $20 per lead, right? Think about this. If it actually costs you 20, it's gonna depend. But if you're at 20 bucks a lead, and let's just take this into the ACA world. Okay, ACA world. If you sell just one head, you're going to make about $300 a year in commission. So we annualize this stuff, which I do for everything. At $300, 20 bucks a lead. Where's my calculator? I have got to close 1 out of 15 to break even. That's it. So if I get 15 leads and I make one sale out of those 15, and that sale is only one head, I got to close 1 out of 15. If it's 2 heads, multiple sales, whatever, my numbers increase. That's a very, very good return on your investment. Okay. Now, here's the other thing about these leads, social media, is they're kind of the shelf life is short. Remember, social media, guys, these people are on their phone and they're click, 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 click. You got to get them while it's hot. Okay. So there are some processes that I have added to Shauna's course that help you getting them while it's hot. One of them is, hey, when that data gets entered, it goes straight into the CRM. CRM goes to work, sends them a text, an email, and then it calls you so that you can decide whether you want to talk to them, and then it calls them and it connects you. We get very good with that. And usually within 5 minutes, we're on the phone, unless the lead kind of came in at midnight or whatever. But you've got to get a hold of your leads. You got to have processes. Some of my processes are, hey, Shauna, you just clicked on my ad. Thank you. I'm going to be calling you from this number, so don't think it's spam. I'm calling you so that I can collect some data so that I can run an accurate quote for you and help you select the plan that's going to be good for you. Usually I get very, very good success with it. It's a pretty good deal. Shauna, let's talk about the courses on not on sale, but a person can buy this course all year long. But you are running a sale on this course. It's not all the time. It's not something special, but it only happens a certain time of the year. And let's talk about the sale price and when it's going to happen.
That is right. So, of course, the course, and you know what? I am going to add on to this what you said. While the shelf life is kind of short, pairing it with a CRM actually can extend that shelf life of those leads, because if you don't get them this go around, they live in your database and you can actually send them emails. One little click of a button, you send it to everyone and start warming them up for next year whenever it comes around. Or if you bring in someone that's a T65 lead, you get to use that CRM to communicate with them, keep them warm, keep you top of mind, kind of win them over. And you never know, you can get them next go around. But yes, you're right. Yeah.
I'm going to stop you right there because I feel like a dummy right now. So you're right. So the CRM will extend. I agree with you, because it's going to keep, let's just say you don't make contact with them, where the workflow is going to pound them for the next 2 weeks. Hey, you clicked on my ad. I want to talk to you. It's going to keep them. And at the end of 2 weeks, it dies. But the beauty of the workflow, guys, is that it gives them a tag, a label. That label is a Facebook ad. Now what I do in my CRM, I can go click, find me all of the contacts that I have that have this label. And then what we do is we take all those contacts. What we do, Shauna, is just really, really cool, is I create a new campaign and I start a campaign with them in September, telling them, hey, sometime in the past, you clicked on my ad about health insurance. For some reason, we didn't connect, but we should connect now because it's almost open enrollment. And we get a bunch of them. So those leads, yeah, they may die for a little while, but you can revive them with campaigns. So that is huge, you guys. Very,
And
very huge.
that sets you apart from so many agents who have the mindset of just wanting the quick fix of if this lead doesn't respond immediately, they're dead. It does not mean that. In fact, they might just be a lead and they need a little bit of emailing to nurture them, to convert them into a true prospect that actually wants to speak to you. We live in a world where we're super suspicious of new people, what we're disclosing. There's so many scams out there. And having that to be able to warm them up can also position you as, instead of just being an agent, you're seen as an advisor because you're giving them information that no one else is feeding to them. And then that helps build up that potential relationship, and then you can lock them in and get referrals and so on. So yes, it does set you apart having that complete system in place.
It's good. And then that T65 that Shauna mentioned, guys, this worked out beautifully for me. So I was in Utah and Moab last week, and I get a call from a guy like, Luis, in fact, I get 2 calls. First guy says, hey, I've been getting all your texts and emails. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, you've been texting me. I'm turning 65 next couple of months. And he's like, do I really need to go to the Social Security office? I'm like, well, what does my text say? The text says, hey, go to the Social Security office. Yes. So perfect. It's already lined them up. Another guy called me, says, Luis, I followed your instructions. I just got my Medicare card. What do I do now? A T65 lead. Well, I was over there. I'm like, you know what? Let's do an SOA. I got it signed. And then I called him 2 days later and we completed the app. I made all my commissions on a new turning 65 lead. And it came from my book of business, a lead that I got from this course a while back. And they've been my ACA client for a long time. And now one of them one of the spouses is turning 65. It is, yeah, there's a lot of workflows in there, guys, that we have built out. So now let's get to the question I asked you earlier, Shauna, and you brought, those are 2 great points, and I can't believe I missed them. But here's what I want you guys to do. Well, before I do that, Shauna, let's talk about the course sale. It's happening here.
Perfect.
It's going to last for a week.
It is. It is. Okay, so the course is always open for enrollment and at the total investment price of $1,497. And Luis is going to have the link down below, so you can click on that, check it out. It has all of the information on it. But I want to share with you that coming up on Thursday, August 29th, through September 6th. So Friday, September 6th, that is the last day. When you click on this link, it's going to take you to a special page that is going to give you access to additional bonuses plus a $500 voucher. So as you scroll through this page, you're going to be able to check out, I do have a video at the top that shares the information. You can come in now, but if I were you, having this information that we're sharing publicly, that on Thursday, July 29th through Friday, September 6th, whenever you click on that enroll now button, you're going to automatically have $500 that's taken off of the checkout price. You come in, it's lifetime access. I'm sure Luis and I will be putting out another video that shares more information where you can actually see the walkthrough. We can answer some more questions, but if you want to kind of check it out right now, start thinking about it, and then mark your calendar, that link will magically switch over on Thursday, August 29th. And then after the deadline on September 6th, September 7th, it goes right back up. So that's kind of your chance to hop on in at that discounted with the $500 voucher price.
And guys, don't be disappointed if you miss the date. I would just tell you, should I wait for the next one? I'm like, no, it's $500. You can make that up with the sale of just 2 heads or maybe 1 Medicare. Okay, so yeah, if you get it on sale, great. If you don't, it's still well worth it, guys. You have got to take control of your leads. That's when you start being less dependent on other sources and you are just running your own business. Gosh, it's just one of those things you got to eventually evolve into another level where you're taking control. And I think this is for everything that you do. You can't beat social media. Guess what, guys? all those social media, all those other lead vendors, they're getting their leads from social media. They're not sitting somewhere and getting actual leads from people. It's social media. They're doing the same thing you're doing, but you are in control. And probably, guys, it's going to be cheaper if you run it right. And of course, there's algorithms and all that stuff. I mean, I kind of talking way above me, but I know
No,
some
you've done good with it though. And you did good with it. And the thing was too, when we first started working together, the truth is, were there some big changes that needed to happen? Yes, but you had done some AI algorithm learning on your account. So the thing with this, the solution that we're providing is this is for the longevity of your business. So maybe this open enrollment, your price of your leads is a little bit higher. You're going to understand exactly why. You're going to be able to read the metrics. But then next year, it should be definitely lower. And then the next year lower as you learn, as AI learns, and as your account becomes more stronger and established. This is a long-term fix. I wish I could say there was a magical pill. There's not. I'm out here to actually give you what you need, not necessarily what you think that you want. This is what you need in order to fully take control of your lead generation.
And I'm going to tell you one thing, guys. Last year, my lead cost went up. Okay, I'm going to tell you my professional guess. You had all these rats. I call them the rat agents and the rat organizations that were running these leads for ACA using the clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, no matter what, it was overwhelming. So you have all of these people running ads for ACA, and I think that's what drove up my cost. Now, those guys are gone. The majority of them. I mean, try go looking for any of those clickbait ads. Not only has CMS come down on them, but a lot of these organizations are getting sued for running those ads and stealing agent of records. Okay. A lot of that has really been eliminated now with some new regulations that we have to deal with. First, it was the consent and confirmation. And by the way, guys, I have that already built into the CRM. I have it built in as a text version of it, and I'm adding a signature version of it where you can send that to your client, they can sign, and you can capture that way. But a lot of these organizations that were running all those clickbait ads, they're gone. So now that there's not going to be that much ad money being spent, I have a feeling that our costs are going to go down. Because, am I right on that? The more people you have running ads for the same target, does that increase cost, Shauna, or am I just way off?
It can. And also, I do think that those clickbait, that $500 gift card, I'm going to get free insurance plus a $500 gift card. Like, how can you really resist that whenever you're seeing health insurance ads in your newsfeed? Is that a long-term fix for those people? No, probably not. Will they eventually catch on? Yes. But I think that, yeah, I mean, it's hard to compete with a $500 gift card running through your newsfeed. So I'm happy to know that's being removed.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
And you have a carrier right now. I'm not gonna mention carrier names, but if they find out that you acquired this client, or this client complains to the carrier saying, "Hey, I applied for this insurance because I'm on an ad for $500," that carrier's already put out notice to all agents. If they find out that you used a deceptive ad, they're going to terminate your contract. And I can't wait till it happens to them. They're going to lose not only their ability to write business, but they're going to term them. And there goes not only your commissions for the future, but the past commissions too. You're gone from that carrier. And so the carriers are really taking a hard stance from agents running deceptive ads. And the good thing is here that we've never promoted them. We never will. We always talked about how bad it is. And never take a shortcut. Just run true ads out there for people who want help with whatever insurance line of business you're wanting to target. That's simple. Well, very, very cool. Shauna, thank you. We've answered a few questions. Guys, Shauna's course is very detailed as to you can be a new user or not even be a user. She'll show you how to create your Facebook, how to get a business page, how to get your ad manager set up and functioning so that you can get out there and run ads and you start getting your leads. If you don't have a CRM, utilize mine. I'll have a link for her course down below. I will also have a link for the CRM down below. They're must-have tools. And the good thing with Shauna's course is you buy it once and you never have to pay again. Lifetime subscription. She updates this. She shut it down for a few weeks ago. to do major updates when Facebook changes their algorithms. She'll update it, and then you'll have access to the new stuff. One-time purchase, guys, and you're done. The CRM is a monthly fee. It's a tool. It's one of those things, one of those tools you got to have no matter what. But take control. The biggest thing, and I think I'm going to label the title of this video, take control of your leads. I think that's going to be a good title. And stay tuned, guys. We'll do another one when the course is on sale, but wait until August 29th. Am I right, Shauna?
Yep.
Look at
Thursday,
yes,
August 29th.
August 29th, guys. Click on the link that I'm going to post down below. Get out there, purchase this thing, and start running true ads. And let's help the people out there that need help with their insurance. Any final words, Shauna?
No, that's all. I mean, this has been working with insurance agents. I have absolutely loved it because I have seen there are so many great, wonderful agents that just want to be connected with the right clients and actually treat those clients the right way. And those are the agents that I seem to attract and get to interact with and work with. So I absolutely love it. And if this is something that you're ready to take control of, now is the time. There's a season for everything. If this is your season to take control of this slice of your business, then check out the page, see if you feel like I'm the right mentor for you, and I hope to see you inside.
You guys are going to like it. Trust me, guys. I use it myself. You're going to like it. All right, Shauna, thank you so much. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, make sure you like this video. Post a comment down below. Okay, I answer all the comments, not somebody else or AI. It's me. I'll respond to you. And don't forget, subscribe. Subscribe to this. You're going to get a notification when this course again goes live. And we'll be knocking out another video during the middle of the 1 week sale period. All right, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you all.